morning, all. Welcome to Anand Rathi Morning Commodity and Currency Podcast. Today, let's start with major data update, which came yesterday out, that is US CPI data. The data suggested that sticky inflation reduces chances of an early rate cut. The combination of two, slightly firmer inflation and good jobs number, really brings into a doubt that market expectation of March rate cut from Federal Reserves. So continuing with uh, currency update, rupee is now expected to continue to be stable as surprising market reaction to hawkish CPI data keeps dollar strength at bay. Despite dollar inflows, the rupee needs to be closed convincingly about the 83 to confirm the change in trend. The role of RBI will be important in terms of how the inflows are managed. So basic range would be 82.90 to 83.20. Continuing with precious metal update, although CPI print may have indicated inflation remaining sticky in near terms, the prospect for inflation returning to 2% target for the second half of the year looks good. After decline seen in housing inflation, which contributes to around 50% of overall inflation. Overall, markets may continue to speculate the timing of interest rate cut in March meeting, leading to subdued day trade, while focus to remain on US PPI, which is due today, which is more closely followed by US Fed, which could further determine the stance for Fed monetary policy. Easing the CME tool still shows probability of around 70% rate cut by March. Also, US-led airstrikes in Yemen could keep the sentiments positive for gold in day trade. Technically, for gold futures, intraday support is seen in 61,714 and 61,538. Resistance seen around 62,460 and 62,745. Continuing with base metal update, as weekend approaches, copper prices might trade in range bound. Consumption is expected to pick up to some extent, and the Federal Reserve interest rates cut is expected to be postponed. However, bets on extent of interest rates throughout the year has increased. The downside space for copper prices is expected to be limited. Technically, intraday support is seen near 716 and 712. Resistance is seen near 721 and 724. Let's continue with energy update. Crude oil prices is set for another choppy trade today as gains amid escalating Middle East tensions might be shrugged off later on the day. As China's trade data due to today is likely to slow down in oil imports, this week key data including US inflation and weekly inventory were largely negative for oil prices. But market focused on near-term supply disruption from war. Thus, in short term, we expect oil to take support around $70 and higher side resistance around $75. Crude intraday support is seen near 5,940 and 5,825. Resistance seen near 6,145 and 6,220. And for today, major economic events are UK GDP data month on month, US core PPI data, and India's CPI data. That's all for today's podcast. Have a successful trading day. Thank you.